Shane Hewitt and the Night Shift Podcast.
All right, it's time for us to remind you about that podcast because you can go get it online, nice and easy, Shane Hewitt and the Night Shift on all of your podcast apps. Plus the iHeart app, of course, the bonus is there that you can go and stream all the stations that you're listening to as well. It is time for us to go all the way to Calgary and connect with young Ryan O'Donnell and see what he's up to.
The entire world. This is Inside Copy.
All right, Ryan, some stories from around the world that you absolutely did not need to know. How is Calgary today? You good?
It's hot. It's too hot. It's 30.
You can't complain. 30?
It's 30. That's too.
How
Look,
are you surviving?
I'm the Calgarian who's been thrilled that almost our entire summer has been 20 degrees and rain. I have never been happier in this city. And then when the weather attacks me, I feel repulsed. But I am in the minority here. I'm well aware.
No.
People are happy.
Clearly.
I'm not.
O'Donnell, your Irish roots are showing.
Yes. And burning, actually. They're burning.
They're burning. All right, let's dig into some of the biggest stories that you absolutely did not need to know today. Is it a coincidence that the word petty and penny sounded like petty, penny, petty, petty, penny, petty, petty? Yeah, they do, actually.
Yeah.
Well done. Yeah. Now, keep that in mind, petty penny. Contractor Kirk Sherman purchased waterfront property along the Lake Sheepscot in Maine back in April 2024. But in this story, last December, he, along with building partner Dusty Haskell, was issued a $20,000 fine for violating the town's lakeshore ordinance. Sherman was asked by the city if he could build a path on his property. It was approved, but his construction was flawed. I feel like we need a dun-dun-dun. A statement from the Maine Department of Environmental Protection, which also had a hand in the case, confirmed Sherman did disrupt wetlands with the construction. Oh no, the ducks. But if quickly rectified, the men would not face any penalty from the department. And then, as you know, things started to get ugly.
We can't fine people for shoreland zone violations, but we can enter into an agreement if they agree to pay the fine. Before he signed the consent agreement, we had already established a court date to go to the district court with him, and then the next day he signed it.
I was willing to pay a $10,000 fine and take my responsibility. And I said, if we end up paying any more than that, we're going to pay it in pennies.
True to his word, last Thursday, Sherman dropped off over 12,000 pounds of loose change to the Palermo town office.
While I can't speculate why they did what they did,
it's a lot.
I could tell you.
It very unprofessional on their part. And we believe everybody that deals with the town ought to deal with the town in a respectful manner.
I'm paying
Bush Blueberry?
And I just want them to realize that they weren't fair with us. So this is our kind of one fun way of saying, here's your payment. Good luck.
Good luck. Okay. First of all, couple of things. He does understand that it's not like a choose your fine day, right? Like that's not how this works.
No.
It's basically you do the thing and then you pay the fine, or it's not like this a la carte fine payments. Also, I think paying in pennies is actually illegal.
I looked around and there isn't really anything that says you can't do that, but it's definitely not cool. Like I don't care how bad a day you're having. Like a $100 parking ticket is one thing, but $20,000, that is like a quarter of someone's salary in quarters, basically.
$12,000
pounds of
20,000. That's a lot of coins times 100. Anyway, that was the maths that was happening. Anyway, that was Fox 19. The town told Fox 19 it's looking for a possibility of issuing Sherman a handling fee,
which I'm sure he'll pay in pennies,
maybe nickels, citing the work placed on town clerks to count the change. Well, good news for you, friends. They have machines that do that, and on top of that, maybe nickels next time.
Yeah.
Why not?
Take it to the grocery store.
Hey.
I wonder how long it would take.
No, those machines charge too much money. Don't do that, Ryan. Bad economics.
It's bad, but I'm mostly just thinking, imagine you're the cashier and you have to listen to the sound of change for like 12 hours straight as they dump 20 buckets in.
They don't even make pennies anymore.
That's right. They don't. They're not even, they got rid of them, I think.
All right, it's Inside Copy, stories you absolutely did not need to know. I'm Shane Hewitt. That's Ryan O'Donnell. Drew Carey, where are we going for our next story? All right, and that's where we go with something you did not need to know. If you're having...
Wait, what is that? I've never
That's Drew
seen
Carey.
that. That's the best thing ever. That's better than any introduction for anything ever. That's so good.
Are we having a... You know the show, though, right? The Drew Carey show?
I know my earliest exposure to Drew Carey was Price is Right. When he... would have been Whose Line?
Whose
and
Line?
Then Price is Right, yes.
That is disappointing.
Wow.
You should just leave. You can go.
Okay, I'll go watch the Drew Carey show.
It's a good show.
Awesome.
Every season they change the intro, same song, different intro.
Okay.
And they did a full-length version that was like 3 minutes long that was only on for special occasions. Anyway, never mind.
So good.
That's not the point of this story. In Ohio, if you're having trouble getting a job, Ohio seems to have the opposite problem. A new bill would create a state registry for people who skip out, don't show up for their job interviews.
The bill rewards professionalism. You know, if you value employers' times, this process is going to value you. And it just modernizes the hiring process, and it holds applicants accountable.
Representative Brian Lorenz says his bill would stop people from abusing state benefits. Already, Ohioans are not allowed to get unemployment checks if they skip job interviews without notice. This new law would make it easier for business owners to report and search no-shows. Almost 50,000 Ohioans filed for unemployment benefits last week. Senator Bill DeMora says it's rare for people to abuse benefits. He thinks the bill is unnecessary and could hurt people looking for work.
This bill is another answer looking for a question. It's something that's doesn't need it. I mean, there are procedures in line already for unemployment compensation, and you have to follow the rules. To say that somehow you get reported if you don't show up for a job interview, well, there could be a million reasons you don't show up for a job interview.
Lorenz says everyone's human, but no-shows are becoming an issue nationwide.
Okay, wait a second. Okay, the part where if you don't show up for job interviews and you're on unemployment, you lose your benefits?
Yeah,
absolutely.
fair
that
enough.
part, dynamite. I think that's a great idea. But because they do like a bonus for going? Isn't that the point? Get a job? Isn't that the bonus?
Yeah, I don't know about you, but when I was unemployed, I was literally dreaming about getting a job interview. I was every single day was checking, did I finally get an interview?
Yeah, it's true. I know, because they called me every time. They're like, hey, should we hire Ryan? And I'm like, no, this is killing him. Don't do it. I think it's funny.
But here, I understand. I think that the senator there made a good point. For sometimes you just can't make it, car accident or whatever.
Sure.
So it's not always going to be a malicious no-show or lazy and sleep in no-show.
Yeah, not always. But he also did say that it's not common for people to take advantage of benefits.
Yeah.
Which is the only factor why we don't have more benefits, is because people take full advantage
of said benefits.
Of the benefits. Yeah. You know what AI can't do for you?
What's that?
Show up for an interview. That's what AI cannot do for you.
It couldn't host the interview for you, but it can't be there for you.
Be the interviewee in the interview.
Yeah.
Plus, put on a nice shirt and wash your face, will you? All right, there you go. Inside Copy, Ryan O'Donnell, Shane Hewitt, and The Night Shift. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.